This Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Today we're talking about Letitia Scott. You know the rich wife, y'all. She is on Mr. Monday Night, you guys. Letitia is spilling the tea about the RP tape, and Carlos Kings is here for it. Let's hear what Letitia, the rich wife, has to say about the RP tape. First of all, Letitia, I like to ask you, since you're trying to talk about Martel, why your husband and them love hanging out with this man, right? You say that the brother is on the down low. Why your husband hanging out with him? Your husband, them Scott brother, all hanging out with him. Yet you want to point the finger at this man as the only one in that group now. They hanging out with this man. He the only one in this group that like other men.
I don't think people do that word. That's the problem. That's the problem. But no, it's about being rich in love, rich in family, rich in friendship, rich in health. Like thank God for health nowadays. Just rich in life and living it. That's what I want. Listen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. The thing is this. You did a post yesterday. Yes. And let's get right into the thing. Let's get to the okay. So you guys are at Destiny's event. Tisha, do me and the raindrop and the T Squad. No. Solid. Can you please tell us what Destiny had this past Saturday? A shit show. That's what it was. A hot mess. It was hot as heck out there. She had us playing musical chairs, tag, the rope thing, and she knew what was going down. That's the thing. She didn't give me a heads up, but it's all good. Do you like what I call the event? Are you cool with that? It is what it is. Okay. I want to make sure. I'm fine with it. No. I'm fine with it. I don't feel no type of way when you say it. I'm like, hey. It's all rocks for you, but I want you to own it. I do. Yeah, I do. But you can't say event right now? Well, we're going to have an event, I heard soon. You know, if I have a problem with our text, you call us to let you know, so. I know. I love when my girl call me personally and tell me their issue versus doing it other way. Anyway, so I want to get into this scene where Martel is coming for your husband, right? Mm-hmm. Once again, it's the accusations of 19 women. Martel did go get hit, sorry, 20 women. My bad. You're right. I got the wrong number. I missed one. I got to carry the one. So it's 20 women's, okay? And he went to grab his phone. He wanted to show proof. And he also accused you of sleeping with his boy. I want you to be able to clear the air about that. Because he said that you slept on his homeboy, and he made it seem like it happened while you were married. I want you to have the opportunity to clear all that up.
Yeah, one thing we know about Martel is Martel's a liar. We have seen that and known it over the past 5-6 years on the show. So Martel brings out the car to get his phone, and I'm like, hey, let's see what's on your phone. You ran out there to go get it. Let's see what's on it, because you have claimed that my husband and I have experienced something that we have not experienced. And so since you keep saying, you keep playing with the fans' mind, so hey, I got proof. Show your proof. At the reunion season 2, when I was like, okay, Martel, what's your proof? You're like, you gonna just claim? I ain't got no proof. So at this time, it's like, what, 6 years in, I'm like, I'm tired of it. Show what you got in your phone. You're always running out to get something, and when you come back, you don't show nothing. So I wanted him to show what he had in his phone, which, again, he didn't show anything, because he does not have anything. And I told people this over and over again. Martel's the type of person, if he had anything, he would have been released it a long time ago.
Yo, do y'all know who just said that in their confession? Uncle Fester. She copied everything. She's not original. Uncle Fester said that at the end of that event. Oh yeah, that field day event. That's what Uncle Fester said. Those very exact words. She should don't even try to make nothing hers. But it's interesting that she's talking about that damn divorce and that ring in there. That's what we want to know.
He's been showing people stuff on his phone forever. Like the whole revenge porn thing, that did happen. That is a true thing that really happened. And not only have he shown people stuff in his phone of his ex-wife, he's also shown people stuff in his phone with his baby mother. Like, she needs to check on that too. He shows the boys pictures of her dancing in the closet, shaking after he paid for some type of procedure she had. He's known for that. So my thing is, Martel, show it. And then his thing is, he's like, well, you've been with my homeboy. I'm like, dude, that was in 2001. How is that even relevant? Like, I talked to one of his friends, which is really not his friend, it's just somebody local. That's why college girls don't fool with the local people. Keep it on campus. But it was a local guy, we fooled around in 2001, my freshman year of college. I didn't know myself. It was way before my marriage. We're talking about something that happened 23 years ago. And then for him to say, oh, I saw it, like, really? Because the word around pep.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I don't believe her events, right? Martel, she said that happened in college. She's trying to clean it up as if she had a boyfriend in college and she was messing around. Now she's trying to clean it up as if Martel said he was in the room with him. But now she's saying that he was not in the room with him. But this is nothing to play with, you guys. I'm not women being violated, kissing and tell. I hate that. Oh wow, this show is something else. This show is bad. It's toxic. And if I were you, Tisha, I wouldn't even address this issue anymore. As far as you laying up, they running a train on you, you need to just let it die. Cause as a woman, one woman to another woman, is just not right. I can't believe that Carlos and these producers will even show this mess. This is a violation too on you, Tisha.
So in Huntsville was that Martel liked boys who was in college. So he didn't see anything. And if he did see something, he was sneaking in the room or
So if he had boys, why your husband? That's what I don't get now. You outed Martel for being with boys, but all he hang out with is your husband. And then you turn around and say, oh wow, do y'all have a relationship or something going on together? You telling on your husband too, and Uncle Fester and them and every last one of those other guys. You call yourself out in Martel, think you telling something when it reflects on your husband too. Why is your husband love to hang around Martel if he like that? If this man is gay, right? This man is on the down low, and they go all of them going out together. Are they looking for men's and not women's? This is what's in my head. Now you look at Carlos and Dustin don't appreciate this subject. Ooh Lord, he looks like he don't even want to be there or go there. Dustin and Smile, he take this matter serious, right? If y'all look in Dustin's face, Dustin taking this matter serious.
A hidden table somewhere because he didn't see anything. I'm like,
let me go back a little bit so y'all can hear this.
Seen that on it over the past 5-6 years or so. So Martel brings out to the car to get his phone, and I'm like, hey, let's see what's on your phone. You ran out there to go get it. Let's see what's on it because you have claimed that my husband and I have experienced something that we have not experienced. And so since you keep saying, you keep playing with the fans' mind and so, hey, I got proof, show your proof. At the reunion season 2, when I was like, okay, Martel, what's your proof? You're like, you don't get proof. They got no proof. So at this time, it's like, what, 6 years in, I'm like, I'm tired of it. Show what you got in your phone. You always learn how to get something, and when you come back, you don't show nothing. So I wanted him to show what he had in his phone, which again, he didn't show anything, but he does not have anything. And I told people this over and over again. Marcel's the type of person, if he had anything, he would have been released it a long time ago. He's been showing people stuff on his phone forever. Like the whole revenge porn thing, that did happen. That is a true thing that really happened. And not only have he shown people stuff in his phone of his ex-wife, he's also shown people stuff in his phone with his baby mother. Like, she needs to check on that too. He's shown the boys pictures of her dancing in the closet, shaking after he paid for some type of procedure she had. He's known for that.
Well, y'all know that procedure don't look right. I don't know where she got that procedure at, but it wasn't right. And Martel was not making no money. Melody is the one making that money. See, that's what I don't understand why they say this man was a good dad and a good husband. Is he taking that money out of from his children, out of his children's mouth? And then when she do get the surgery, it's all lopsided. And then Ariel got the nerve. To talk about Melody's body. Melody exercise a lot. But if you look at teacher, you had the same procedure done. So wait a minute, y'all. Did I hear that? The girl in the closet dancing, and then Martel showing her video of her dancing naked. Wow, some wild shit. Oof. Keep going. Keep talking, young lady.
So my thing is Martel show it. And then his thing is, he's like, well, you been with my homeboy. I'm like, dude, that was in 2001. How is that even relevant? Like, I talked to one of his friends, which is really not his friend, it's just somebody local. That's why college girls don't fool with the local people, even on campus. But it was a local guy, we fooled around in 2001, my freshman year of college. I didn't know myself. This was way before my marriage. We're talking about something that happened 23 years ago. And then for him to say, oh, I saw it, like, really? Because the word around town in Huntsville was that Martel liked boys who was in college. So he didn't see anything. And if he did see something, he was sneaking in a room or a hidden table somewhere because he didn't understand why he would say that, why he would throw me in the middle of that.
So now let's just see. It applies to you. Well, it applies to him telling his wife business, secretly passing her unapproved tape around. Y'all had no problem with it. Y'all laughed at it. Y'all made light of it. But with you, how dare him? Now it's on you. He done secretly take you, or you've been secretly taken and secretly saw you. Now you're gonna say you did not approve of it, and you want us to believe it, right? Oh, it was just a tape. So why are you upset? These people, that double standard right there, that double standard that these people go by is foolish. But Tisha, you low down. You low down, you sit there at that woman's table and just say, oh yeah, I heard you put him in jail over a text message that he did a year ago, and all along you knew. You sat there at that table, Tisha, when Stormy was yelling at Melody over this communication harassment, and you knew. You didn't not one time stop Stormy and say what you telling us, that you were there with that RP tape, that you saw the tape, that it was more than just a communication harassment, that this woman was not lying. Shout out to Carson Blue, the real VIP in this. She didn't know that woman, but from one woman to the next woman, from being a mother and on a girl's code, she would not participate in that mess with y'all.
And so him and Marco was going back and forth. Unfortunately, edits didn't show what Marcel said, but they showed what Martel said. So you guys really did see or hear everything that Marcel was saying to him, because Marcel was dropping receipts and he was naming guys who Marcel had slept with in high school.
Okay, we gotta say legend.
No, it's not a legend. It's not a legend.
So if he what was your husband in? Okay, so how would your husband know? That's what I want to know. Where was your husband at? Was he just sitting on the side looking at these guys, or what? I told him, if your husband naming dropping names about guys, that where was your husband? That's what your husband, some kind of way, always there. He always there, even if it's a woman. Even if it was men, he always there with him. You cannot even separate it. Your husband dropped a name. Your husband was there too. Do y'all remember one reunion when Carlos was saying, I am a guy. I am a gay guy. What are you guys all doing partying with all men all night long? Because Kimmy had said on one reunion, yeah, it don't be nothing but guys. That's all it be. They should be partying. And let me keep it going.
Hold on, let me tell you. So you have to know, you said that I've been quiet. I know a lot more than what I say. And for years, Marcel had been like, no, T, don't do that. No, T, don't do that. And we really have been trying not to go there with Martel because I just don't want to be fighting with him. So, but at some point, you have to be like, enough is enough. Like, leave us alone. Stop it. We don't.
I want to know about the divorce, y'all. Why? It's always when they give an interview, it's either going to be Martel or Mel. It's never about their lives. Why have them on the show if they don't have nothing to share? Hey, y'all, Carlos back in the shoe closet. He made up with his boo.
Say nothing about you. When we do say something, it is like something that has been asked of us on the TV shows. We're filming a television show. If someone asks us a question of something that you've already put out there, we can speak on it. But we don't put things out there before you put it out there. So, it's like, leave me alone because I can say a lot more.
So the thing is, you are clearly fed up.
Oh yeah, big time.
Listen. That part. Right. Obviously, you're fed up, and the biggest thing for you that you said too is the fact that did you feel? Because we talked about this before in terms of you always seem to be at the crossfire of all of this, right? Like the thing with you, you seem to be like the innocent bystander when the guys get into it. Did you feel like at that moment it should have just stuck between the guys and your name should not have been brought in? Did you feel? Because right? I want to hear from Justin and Tamara too about that too.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. Like Marcel and Martel was going at it, and I'm like, hey, y'all go at it. I'm just sitting there. The only time I said something when he was like, oh, I have the receipts, Tisha, if I was you, I would want to sit too. I was like, well, sure. So he pulled me in it, and I was really trying not to go there. I was laughing it off. I'm like, okay, y'all, here we go, because I had to take my daughter to dance right after that scene. So I was really ready to go. But I'm like, I don't understand why every time Martel gets into it.
Y'all know what she said. I had to take my daughter to dance, not we. My soul does not participate in those children's lives. She is a single mother, and let me tell y'all, they just married on paper. Do y'all remember at the beginning of the season, she admitted that she operated as a single mother? Here we go again, you guys. I don't get it. Why, if your husband know that this man is doing some down low stuff, why is he always there? He just always happen to be popping up when he doing down low stuff. What do he be doing, Tisha? Have you ever thought about that? Most men, if they're not into other men, they're not gonna go there.
With Marcel, he's pulling me in it.
Justin, Tamara, y'all mind quiet? Look, I was about to say this. Y'all call the episode. Go ahead.
For me, I can honestly say what threw me back, there was a lot of cursing going on. I was trying to understand. I'm glad she actually cleared up the story, because you lose a little when there was cursing going on. I was trying to understand what was being said, what exactly was being said. And I do feel like, for me, we just talked about respect. I'm big on respect and tone. The way that Martel was talking to her, that was something that I'm very big on, that I noticed before.
Okay, Cameron. Oh, every woman on this planet can agree with you about that respect and that tone and how everybody sit there and allowed it. Even Kimmy, y'all. Kimmy, out of all people, sit right there through that. Even the elder sitting up there, the black child. Where there is no girl code, ain't no way in hell. And I know y'all don't like Tisha or what have you, and I've been hard on Tisha, but if I was sitting there, I don't care how I would have felt about Tisha. I would have not allowed that man. I know you cannot stop Martel, but you can voice your opinion, and you're going to get the hell out of here and quit talking to that woman like that. They could have spoke up. They sat there and said nothing. They could have interrupted Martel. They sat there and said nothing. The men wouldn't say nothing, and the ladies could have. I would have stood up for you, Tisha. I'm just telling you. And one, I'm let you know. If I would have been there with your daughter, I would have stood up for your daughter, because that shit is wrong the way Martel talked to her. Now, let's get back to the real deal, Tisha. You've been low down to that woman. See, people, it's all that other stuff in the back of my head keep going on about how you treated that woman, how low down y'all been to this woman, how y'all make fun of this woman. Even when it comes to the RP tape, y'all make fun of that woman and her mama and her children. But I'm still a woman. I still got feelings. I still could not tolerate the way this man talked to this young lady right there. That was so toxic and so abusive. screaming and yelling at this girl in front of the husband. He does Mel like that all the time. That's why they invited Mel, because they wanted to see that match between him and Mel dogged out. But it flipped on him because he wasn't there. And Destiny should have been. Destiny ain't no good. I don't care. Destiny just ain't no good. Ain't no good in her. Ain't no good because she kept on gaslighting the situation. Tisha, Destiny is not your friend.
Or anything, as a woman, the way that he was talking to her and the things that he was saying to her, I did not like that. I do believe, and this is just my belief, men's conversation should be men up between men. That conversation should be between men. I don't feel like Tisha should be arguing with another guy. I don't feel that way. And her husband, I think that should be between him and her husband. And like you said, he just brought up something from 1955, which I definitely don't understand. She did not even know her husband at the moment. I don't understand why people do that. But, if you don't have anything else, your receipts come from 1955. So, it's a respect thing for me. I just feel like it was disrespectful. If I'm watching as a viewer, I feel it was disrespectful from a man and a woman's point of view, going back and forth. She shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, and it was extremely disrespectful. And I'm like, and that's my whole thing I was telling Martel. I was like, you're so disrespectful, guy. Like, you have no respect for females. Like, none.
He don't have no respect for y'all, period. And I think that was what we saw. Let's zoom out a little bit, right? When you're an adult and you have a grievance with someone, you can stand on your grievance in conversation while you are getting to the bottom of things. You can say, hey, I have a problem with you, and it's because you did this to me, and you can talk through that. Once you start trying to dish out information and tell secrets about people, you're attempting to sway the perception of that person in the eyes of everybody else that's around, and usually that's rooted in some sort of guilt. I thought it was reprehensible the way that Martel was speaking at that in them practice jerseys, them pastel balloons. That was the ashiest balloon I've ever seen in my life. I thought that it was reprehensible. Now, second of all, there's a definite line. I thought that Letitia and Marceau, I think y'all had the patience of Job at that park pavilion, underneath that pavilion that day. There's a line that exists when it comes to disrespect. Martel happily crossed the line. Now, I also think we got the most honest statement we've ever gotten from Martel in that scene in his confessionals, where he said, if you do something that make me feel some kind of way, I'm going to try my best to hurt you. I'm going to try my best to get you and make you feel what I feel. That did not say whether it was warranted or not. That didn't mean whether you had wronged him. That just means that he's a vindictive person when it comes to scenarios like that, as we've seen on TV. I don't know him personally, talking about what I saw on the television. And I thought it was insane for the vulgar sexual nature of the accusations he was making. Those were direct darts to hurt Marceau, his ego.
He was trying to get Marceau out of character.
Yes, he was trying to get Marceau out of character because he was completely out of character and completely out of line. And nobody helped. It was time for Destiny to put them cards down. This was not a talk show moment. Put them cards down. Nobody's really answering the questions anyway. And they need to talk that out. This was not a playful, fun situation that could have been refereed. That was serious business. And that's why Letitia's sitting up here saying the things that she's saying tonight. Because Martel took it there in that conversation. Now, he's a sign.
But did y'all notice? Marcel didn't feel like it was disrespectful. he didn't feel like his wife was being disrespectful. Well, we did. But he didn't, because Kimmy brought that to his attention about her catching all these strays. And he said, what strays? She had said over and over again to finally he said, what strays? He don't feel like his wife was disrespected. Both of those men, they see women as objects. They don't see women like someone to be loved and protected. As a matter of fact, all of those men don't love the Mary Huntsville.